Welcome to Birmingham Retro Gaming Market. For those of you outside of the UK, Birmingham is here in relation to the map. Now this looks pretty empty, and that's why you guys are getting an exclusive sneak peek, because we got some early access tickets, some very early access tickets that got us in pretty much before everybody. So we get to take a look at some of the cream of the crop before the crowds rush in, and boy do they rush in. This video, or this episode rather, for the Birmingham Retro Gaming Market is going to be held across 2 episodes, simply because I had so much footage and there was quite a lot to see, so I've sliced it up into 2 episodes for you, with episode 2 dropping tomorrow. Also, as ever, I like you guys to timestamp yourselves if you do manage to catch yourselves in the background, and like I said, this early stuff, there's nobody in, but when people do come in, that's when you've got to keep an eye out for yourself. Massive shout out to Sarah. Love that girl who came down with me. She always comes out with me now. She actually got some really cool stuff as well, and we bumped into a lot of people. Shout out to everybody that said hello. So if you're new here, retro game hunts are the bread and butter of my channel. I love going to these markets and I love doing tours of shops. There's not much fancy editing involved because I like you guys to see exactly what I see. We can take each other shopping together and I just love it. And I went into this one with something that I've been practicing with my game collecting for maybe the past couple of months now, and that is quality over quantity. So whilst I spent a reasonable amount of money, it looks like when I do the pickups, which I'll show you later on in the week, that I've not actually picked up a great deal, but the games are bangers and they were quite pricey per item. You might actually be able to spot more of what I picked up in episode 2. Now here we have a gorgeous stack of NES games. Check out Low G-Man there on the left hand side. Picked that up in a recent episode I did over at Super Game Shack up in Leicester. Really nice little game, solid, but recommended by my neighbour Graham, so it was really good to kind of see that out in the wild. It'll stick out like a sore thumb now, I just know it will, because it's got that bright yellow case, and I'll just notice it everywhere. Now this Innocent Life is a really good PSP game. Got some Juiced Eliminator, had a quick blast through these PSP stuff. Lots of nice Japanese games on this stall as well as some Sega Master System titles. And actually, with this little Sega Master System bunch, there were some more expensive titles. We do come across Ghostbusters here, which does hold its price. I think that one was actually priced at either 80 or 100. So we're going to flick to some native audio. There'll be a balance of voiceover and native audio, because I think it's important that you guys, listen to what's going on. It's very quiet, remember, because people haven't got in yet. But let's switch. Remember this? Nightmare TV. You don't remember it, Bobby? You're kidding me. Just some random. Have that. Patty. Nobody. So this was my first time at the Birmingham Retro Game Market, and this was apparently a bigger venue than when it took place pre-COVID. So this was my first gaming market in 18 months, and having spoke to some of these vendors, it was their first retro gaming market back after almost 18 months out the game. I do believe that there was one down in London about 2, maybe 3 weeks ago. I haven't been down to the London gaming markets, but I'm hoping to get down there for the next one. We'll come back to this stall. You're probably looking at it thinking, what is this? And why is it at a retro gaming market? And what are they? Don't worry, we take a good look through in Ep 2. But how cool is that? We got some Pikachu, we got all the cool classic, the favourite 4 of mine, Pokemon on that PC gaming map there. We thought they were pretty cool. They felt really nice quality as well. And this stall did draw some attention. So it was good because it's not just games, it's a bit of everything. Pennsylvania. No way. Yoshi! Yoshi!
How you doing?
Hey up mate, how are we doing? You alright? Oh my god, I so don't. That is amazing. That needs to be... That's wicked! In the new Lady Lounge. That is so cute. Oh! I love it. It's happening, baby. You seen any?
That one, 100%.
It's like Castlevania. Squirtle, baby! You getting him? Dude, that is the cutest thing in the world. I love it. I know. I love it.
All the best stuff.
You do, to be fair, like.
Well, I found you all the best plushes.
Yeah. So just diving into my thought processes here, what stuck out to me like a sore thumb was Castlevania and this Pokemon White version 2. I have been massively into Pokemon over the last 12 to 24 months. If you've paid attention to my channel, you've heard me say it, you've heard me talk about Pokemon, and I've become like addicted to Pokemon Go again. So having kind of utilised Pokemon Go when I'm out and about, it's got me thinking back along the 3DS and Nintendo DS lines of which Pokemon games I can buy, and I'm going to put a bit of a spoiler in for the pickups. I do pick up some really nice Pokemon games in this episode. I'm glad I held off on one actually, because I did manage to get it quite a lot cheaper. I'd actually saw it down at the Super Game Shack episode I did 2 weeks ago, which will be linked in the cards. I implore you to check out that store. Wicked episode, but got it a little bit cheaper down here, so you might catch which one it is. I'll leave it up to you. Loads of PC and retro gamer magazines there, really good stuff. Yes, this was a great stall. Shout out to, I think it was Retro Rich, the owner.
Usually 15 quid on CX today, and then I went to CX and it's on the shelf 15 quid. I'm thinking, I'm sure my mate messaged me saying it's 50 quid. Or 55
Quake
quid.
2.
55 quid CX.
Castlevania, mate. Yes. Your favourite?
It is my favourite.
It is.
Everybody.
Pokemon. I've got these. Oh, we were talking about that actually the other day, funnily enough.
Me and you when you see me. Or...
Me and Jess, sorry. I apologise.
I don't recall that conversation. You've got two, haven't you?
Yeah, that I have got, yeah. Oh, that is just such a cool cover. Oh yes, the Super Mario Bros. 3 on the NHS, on the National Health Service. I'm keeping that in. On the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System. It's classic box art. Really, really love it. This was quite a cool little stall actually. I think this, I don't know if these were like sellers or this was just people selling off part of their collection, or if they owned a shop, or I'm not quite sure, but they've got some wicked Game & Watch stuff in. For me as a collector, Game & Watch is not a thing. I can say categorically that I don't ever shop for Game & Watch. I like to kind of look at them and see what's out and about, you know, for the sake of my viewers, just to show you guys what's out and about as well. I know there's a huge community out there that do collect Game & Watch. In fact, a few years ago, about 4 years ago actually, maybe a bit longer, I picked up a Game & Watch at a car boot for £1, and a couple of people actually contacted me and begged me to sell it. I didn't want to sell it because I thought it was really cool in the collection, and I've still got it, so I will be holding on to that because it was, you don't see it around that often. It was a Snoopy Game & Watch. Now, one thing I've realised from moving house, moved from a rental into my own property that I own, I have so many game guides. I have so many geeky books. I have so many freaking game guides, and I said to myself, I'm not buying any game guides on this trip. It's not happening. But I did buy one, and you know, it's this one right here because I do own the game. It's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Up in there for a £5. Was contemplating a few other things like Sonic Secret Rings, but I was like, Nick, you know what? I'm not going to use it. I will use that Pokemon guide. And with my loft, the Lady Loft, starting renovations this week, the game guides and the books will be up in the Lady Loft. I'm having a bit of a library up there, as well as more consoles and games, you know, stuff that I can't fit in my Lady Lounge in the game room. So I kind of thought, you know what? I'll allow it. I'll take one book. I'll take one guide. I'm there, being as, the renovation's starting this week. Let's get on it. Got some Bloodshot there as well. And I didn't see Streets of Rage 3 because I actually wanted to buy that as well.
Yes. Have I got that? I don't think you have.
It's a puzzle game. I'm not like... Puzzle games to me are a bit like, what? Chip and Dale. You used to watch cartoons, right?
Yeah. Yoshi's Cookie. I don't think you've got it, but...
Look at that. Ooh, hello. Well, hello. Can we scooch that over a fraction? Well, hello. Hey, Yoshi's Cookie on the SNES.
Yeah.
There you go. Fucking hell, 75 quid. Holy shit.
Maybe make a sneeze or something.
Get a sneeze out. Oh, I can't. Tintin in Tibet, that's a good game. Well, it's quite an obscure game. I got a unboxed copy when we went down to Jingery Puff, Norwich. Dis 45, that's the code. What's that? Tough Enough.
I've got that, have you?
No manual. Got an unboxed copy of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you talk about unboxed, I'm like...
Yeah.
I don't know what you've got there. Sensible sock.
Woo!
I like unsensible sock.
Yeah. Animaniacs.
Have you not got that?
Yeah, I've got that. Just like couldn't play. Bless you.
Oh dear.
Oh, I mean that's pretty cool. From the... Oh, sorry, go on.
Cool. It's all cool.
It's awful, isn't it? This is from. Can I just? That.
I haven't priced it yet, but it's not legit. It's like a knockoff colour.
Sega, Dreamcast, hip, 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 hooray! Okay, stop singing, Gemma. Whatever. I don't want to turn you guys off from watching this episode and episode 2, do I? Anyway, back to business. Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast, lost my words then. Picked up a Sega Saturn game. I actually have room on my Sega Saturn shelf, believe it or not, now that everything is alphabetised here, back at base. Sarah kindly reminded me, Gemma, you actually have some space for Sega Saturn games, girl, so I did pick up one, and but you're going to have to wait and see. Now, Dreamcast, not so much here. This was surprisingly expensive. 80 quid. There's some absolute beautiful races at the minute on the Sega Dreamcast, and having watched a recent episode with Metal Jesus and doing his collection, it reminded me how many Sega Dreamcast games I still needed to buy. Didn't pick up any Dreamcast games, another little spoiler there for you guys, but it was still nice to see. This was also another cool store. There was also a lot of people around here, as you can see at the minute. We were still pretty much the only ones in here, and the queues were waiting patiently outside.
Ghostbusters. Bowser, get in. Get in. Oh, look at all these gorgeous Super Nintendo games. Dark Alliance. I've got most of these SNES games though.
You've got that. I know, that's what I mean.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's weird. Super Les, got it.
You got it?
Yeah, got it. Boxed. Resi 4.
I keep feeling like I spot one. Like, I know you've got that, I know you've got that, I know
Yeah,
you've got that.
yeah.
I know you've got that. Batman Returns, you've got
Yes,
that?
I've got the
You've got Zelda.
Woolworths release of that.
The Woolworths.
Which
My
is...
bad.
Oh, mate, do you remember them?
Oh, what was it
Oh my
called?
god. My Pet Monster. Dude, that is amazing.
He's got the perfect suit.
He has got the perfect for Molly. He looks a bit disfigured, doesn't he?
Struggling through. So does she.
Princess.
Right, get back in there. We're not buying buying plushies today.
You're not getting any? No? It is red art. Love these. I absolutely love that. It just gets so dirty though. Yeah. Molly hair.
Right, these guys, not quite sure what the name of the store is called. I see them a lot at retro game markets, and I do think the prices are quite inflated in comparison to even like eBay as a benchmark. So I was a bit in and ahhing. The good thing about these guys is they do have a really good range of stuff, and it's not just your general run-of-the-mill games such as, say, Street Fighter 2 Turbo or Micro Machines 2, as you can see there, albeit phenomenal titles. Right on the back they have some bloody sought after and expensive games, and I did pick up one of them. And I did get him down on price a little bit, but I'm going to save that story as we kind of go on. So got some really cool Saturn games, and I contemplated NBA Jam Tournament Edition because I do want that, but I didn't pick it up because I thought NBA Jam is just NBA Jam.
So we're looking at plushies. What are you getting, Sarah?
All of them.
Do it.
All of them. Everyone. Because the man's throwing them around, so they're all going to have headaches.
They're all going to have headaches, so we're going to buy them all.
We'll buy them all.
Yes.
So you buy them.
I don't want any plushies, but I know
There's a Mario Pikachu.
which you know you're going to love. Magikarp.
Oh, I'll have a headache now. Goodness.
Bulbasaur. It's cute.
Oh,
Oh my god, so fucking cute.
can't get to it.
I'm just reaching for you.
Look at you pushing me in. Oh, we could hang in my car.
Oh,
Sarah loves plushies. Sarah just loves plushies, right? I'm surprised, Sarah, because I know you'll watch this. I'm surprised you didn't buy any, but I still think the pickups you got were absolutely wicked, mate. And we were eyeing this large Squirtle back there because that's her favourite Pokemon, but it was 20 quid, so we gave it a miss.
Did you know that's coming in here?
only if you buy it. Dickhead. CDI trackball, that's quite cool.
Yeah, got one.
New.
It's what, sorry?
Pretty much brand new.
It's wicked. Oh, no way, look at that.
Massive amount.
That's amazing. I love it. That's wicked. How much is your Squirtle at the back? And that big? Yeah, 20. Game trainer. It's a multi-tap. I know it's multi-tap, but I don't think I've got many 4-player games that warrant a multi-tap.
Sarah's also a huge fan of the PS4. I lent her my base model PS4, and then I gave her a PS1 bundle, and then she got a PS5. So I'm not too fussed about PS4 games when I go to these kinds of markets. It's all about retro, but obviously it's a good thing for her. So that's why we had a look, and I've been very strategic about placements of the shops that I've shown you in episode 1, because we're about to conclude episode 1, and you're going to get a sneak peek at what's to come in episode 2. There's plenty more shops to show you, plenty more games, and some big buys. Catch you tomorrow.